Hey everyone, welcome back to Bald Guys with Guns. I'm Rob. Here's part 3 of the Ruger American Gen 2 308 series, where I'm trying to find the ammo that I like the best out of this gun, and that's factory ammo, not reloads. I have 7 ammos to try today. We are out at 300 yards instead of just 100, just to see which ammo performs best at that distance. So we're not going to be bullseyes obviously at 300 yards, but I'm going for groups. So let's see what works the best. We're going to start with the Remington 165 grain core locked tip bullets. So let's get shooting. We're going to do 5-shot groups. That way, if I have a mistake of my own, 3 of them should be good, hopefully. Looks like it hit a little bit low. But we're on paper. That's important. I actually think that one got away from me, but there's a lot of wiggle at 300 yards. Okay, those two landed closer together, but that one landed closer to the first one. Ooh, that one looks like it landed on the same hole as the first one, but hard to tell even with this scope at that distance. I think that one landed really low, but that could have been me like the others. All right, just a reminder, the scope I have on here is the Arkin EPL4, the Hunter model, and I'm doing 5-shot groups. Hopefully we can find an ammo that performs the best today. So let's move on. All right, we just finished up with the Remington. Now we're gonna move on to the Norma Golden Target Match 168 grain boat tail hollow points. Like the windage was correct, elevation's a little low. Did that one hit bullseye?
I can't tell. This thing's wobbling too much.
Might have got the bullseye on that one. Not that we're trying for that, but I think it did. Just left a bullseye. Left again. Further left that time. Another one left. That one didn't pattern as good as the Remington core locked. All right, moving on. Up next, we've got the Hornady Match boat tail hollow points, 168 grain. See if we can get some better results from this one. Hit bullseye, well, a little bit high on the bullseye, but it's like a 2.5 inch bullseye up and down and 2 inch across. hit that red again, but low that time. Oh man, this ammo's grouping well. Holy cow, those 3 shots, good grief. Woo! Maybe I'm just holding better, but I don't know. That's impressive. That one went low right. Those first 3 though. This is why we do 5-shot groups, because I'm more likely to have 3 good shots and 2 bad ones than all 5 good ones. Those 2 landed on top of each other. Well, the Bowtail Hollow Point Hornady match is looking good. Let's move on. So, what we're moving on to first is the Hornady Match ELD. So these are the tipped Hornadies, and after that we'll move on to the Superformance, which go about 140 feet per second faster, but it's the same bullet. So let's see how these ones do. Wow, really low right. That was surprising. Well, that could have been part of the problem. We might have had a bad round there. Haven't had one get stuck in the chamber yet, so that was weird. Those are all getting pretty close, other than that one so far. I think there was something wrong with that one. Oh, that one hit really low left. I had 3 really good shots and 2 that were just not great. But again, those 2 that were not great could have been me. Let's move on. Moving over to the Superformance by Hornady ELD Match. They're still 168 grain, just moving a little faster. I don't even see a hit on paper there. I wonder what happened. Okay, so I found out that that little bit of faster bullet increased the vertical on this, so I brought it down a little bit. We're going to start over, do a 5-shot group that's hopefully hitting in a little more visible area now. I mean, I heard it hit. I'm not hitting paper. I don't know what's going on with this one. This one might get cut right now. Okay, I went back to where I was zeroed before and it hit middle right. I don't know. That maybe those 2 just... We'll just finish this mag. It looks like the Superformance isn't what I want. That one hit low right. Yeah, I'm back to where I was zeroed before, and now something's weird's going on. Maybe my barrel's getting too hot. I'm gonna hit the right side a little high. Well, I ended up with 3 that were pretty close to each other, but I'm starting to wonder if I need to let the barrel cool a little bit. Or if these just aren't the ones I want for longer range, because they were kind of all over the place. Let's move on. We are now moving on to the final 2 ammos that I liked at 100 yards. These 2 I saved for last because they surprised me the most. They were the cheapest of the bunch, and they seem to perform the best actually of all the ammo. So let's see if that holds true at 300. We're starting with the AAC Boattail Hollow Point 168 grain. I think I forgot to say that. Here we go. Looks like it hit the right edge of the target. I can't tell where that one went. I don't think I hit paper there. Or it went more right and hit off into the backing board. That was a solid hit. Okay, bottom right. We don't really have any wind today, so I'm not really adjusting for any of that, but weird things are happening down at 300. I definitely flinched on that one. It was off target.
It was on the right target.
Did I hit the right target?
Yep.
Oh. Well, I definitely flinched on that one, so that makes a lot more sense. Most of these could be me this time. I'm not holding this steady. That one was left to right, it was good, but it was really low. That's it. Boy, that did not... I don't know if that was me or just the ammo doesn't like to go that far, but I don't know. We're going to move on to the Armscor. We're moving on to the Armscor. It is 168 grain Boattail hollow points. So let's see if these do any better than the AAC at 300. Those were pretty wild. There was one that actually hit the target that we're going to currently be shooting at. So I'm going to have to make a note where that hole is, because I'm not trekking 300 just to change it for that. All right, here we go. Elevation's good, slightly right on that one, but let's see if it all goes there. Pretty close. I think there's 2 on top of each other down there. Boy, an Armscor is some surprising stuff. Wow, that might have actually, this one has been a surprise every time. We'll get all the targets together and compare. I'll be right back. All right, let's look at all these groups. We'll start at the top here. This is the Remington core lock tipped. There's two. You can see my shadow, not my finger. Where is it? There we are. We have two next to each other here, which I like. The group's not super tight, but two of them were close. The Norma had a pretty decent group. I wish it would have been a little tighter, but that's not terrible for 300. This is the Boattail Hollow Point match grade by Hornady, and this stuff did fantastic. That is a nice tight group. Performed really well. Probably my favorite one. Then we've got the ELD Match, which I had a flyer here, and that one could have been me as well. This group's pretty tight, but I don't know, I might have to keep that and try it again later. This is the Superformance. Now the Superformance seemed to pull very far to the right. I had one go off paper. This 3-shot group is pretty good, but then there was this flyer, and I don't know where the 5th shot is. So, I mean, this is not a terrible group. I think if I zeroed the windage in with this particular round, it wouldn't be too bad. The AAC disappointed me. It made me super excited for it when shooting at 100, but it was all over the place. I have 2 off target, and these 3 here that are not, it's not a tight group. This round right here is actually one of these. This target was to the right of this one, and whew, I think I pulled that one, but it still is just crazy. And then excluding this guy, because that's not the Armscor, that is a nice tight group from Armscor. Basically the Armscor and the Boattail Hollow Point from Hornady are my favorites out of the bunch. We finished shooting all 7 of the ammo that I chose from the 100-yard part 1 and part 2 videos, and I think we've whittled it down to 2, maybe 3 ammos that I want to keep, and maybe I'll go out to 500 with them. But this is going to be the last video in this series. I've definitely whittled down to 3, and that's, you know, maybe I just keep shooting all 3 of them, who knows. But appreciate y'all watching. Please like, subscribe, comment below what your thoughts are. 300 is pretty tough, even with a nice scope. So always remember, only the most beautiful scalps are bald. We'll see you next time. And we're here with guns. Hit. All right, now we're here for round 2. What are you doing? That you came to play. No way! First shot! Woo! Jeremy, what are you doing?
Fishing for marlins.